Hey guys, and welcome to my very first edition of the G2 Assault Mech. Unfortunately, today's actually going to be a little bit shorter than what I normally run through. There's a couple of reasons why, but I really want to just try to get this video up today. I haven't had the chance to record anything over the weekend, and that's a little bit of my fault. But anyway, so we did earn the G2 Assault the last time around, and I'm going to go through. I switched the paint job on it. I'm not sure if I wanted to. I'm not sure if I want to keep that, but at this point, I'm just going to play around with it like is. That said, I did play with this a little bit in some of the training modes, and it was a mech that overheated very, very quickly. But I've also heard that it's actually pretty damn good in some of the straight up death matches. So I'm actually going to see. I'm probably going to play like 2 or 3 just like standard death matches, maybe like 1 or 2 standard, and then one of the team death matches, and see what we can do with it. It's something that I think it's going to be a little bit different, so it's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but hopefully we'll actually be able to do something with it. We'll kind of see what we can do here. We are getting into the bazaar, or bazaar, whichever. Anyway. Alright, G2 Initiate unlocked. So we've only got about 2 minutes for this, so this is going to be a short run. Let's see. I don't see anybody. But that doesn't mean much. I am very, very much out in the open. Don't like that too much either. Do wish that I had a scanner at the moment, but again, I don't know that I want to buy a bunch of stuff for this particular mech if it's not going to be something I won't play. Or if it's going to be something I'm not going to play too much. So we're just going to play around with it and see what we can do for now. Maybe tweak somebody else's interest into coming out. Play. Just flash the map for a second just to kind of let everybody know we're out here. And we are definitely going to be able to take our first kill there. That's good. Yep, there he is. Ow. I do think that there was somebody else behind me, because, yeah. Don't know if I would have gotten him, but hey, we did get 1 kill out of this, so, you know, it's not horrible. I do have a little bit more health than we do with the standard assault. Where did they go? There we go. And that's probably not going to be great for us, considering we're overheated as hell. But yeah. Still, I don't actually think I did too bad there. Okay, it's gameplay style. It's really similar to the standard assault. The one thing that the biggest difference though is having that large damage add-on right there to kind of help you. That's going to be something that's actually pretty big. It's something that the standard assault does have, which this one doesn't. So it's going to require some adjustment for gameplay wise. But as far as the actual mech and how it stands up in combat, I don't think it's obviously failed. I don't think it's that bad. I just didn't have enough time to get into enough fights there, so really wasn't able to do a whole heck of a lot. But that said, I think we're going to leave this one. We'll hit a team deathmatch, and then maybe come back and do one more standard deathmatch. That one wasn't real long, and so I'm hoping perhaps we can actually get a little bit of something else going here. You know, not get dropped into a 2-minute warning or anything. So we're going to pick up, come on, standard team deathmatch, and we'll see what we can do here. I mean, obviously I didn't do great in it, but I don't think I did horribly either, so not a lot of complaints so far. it is very similar to. I like the fact that the audio's changed. It is very similar to the standard assault mech. So it's not a huge difference, and I think that's the thing. I think what wound up happening, because there were a lot of people who were complaining about the G2 assault and like how it's not really that great, and I'm kind of wondering. It almost seemed to me like you might have more issues if you don't play through the G2, if you or the standard assault before you get the G2. If you just buy it with Hawken credits, I think, or media credits. Sorry, I get the two confused all the time. But if you just straight up buy it, I don't think that it's really going to be the best thing. How am I? Oh, okay. I think you're better off if you spend the time learning the standard assault before you use this thing. I think that's really kind of imperative. Whoops. It is definitely something that you want to play up close and personal, and I think that's the other advantage was I'm used to using the Vulcan cannon, so I'm used to getting up close and personal, and doing as much damage as close as I possibly can. I am not somebody who stays at the other end of the battlefield. That's for damn sure, and I think that's another kind of a big thing about this. Is it just require it really isn't terribly accurate at range. And it's also something that you have to be situationally aware enough that you can. Yeah, there we go. That you can start spinning up right before you actually get into a fight. Because if you start spinning up as you start the fight, it's going to take you a little bit longer, and it's going to take. Yeah, there we go. It's going to take you a little bit longer to get into the fight, and you'll do a little bit less damage. So that's also something that you really have to be aware of. And I think if you're planning on playing the G2 Assault, I would almost suggest that it is in your best interest to play a standard assault with a Vulcan cannon for as long as you possibly can. And I think that's going to be pretty important just to get used to that fighting style. This one you do have to be a little bit more aware of your heat, though. There we go. I'm dead. It's kind of bad for me. Alright, so. So you do have enough time to make a kill before you overheat. But that's definitely something that you have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to get some items on this thing. I'm just now realizing that I don't have like the repair on kill and the boost damage reduction and everything. So yeah, that's definitely going to be huge. Is getting some items on this thing, because I do think that will increase your survivability. And that's going to be kind of important. If I'm going to play this thing consistently, I do think that that's going to be pretty important. I am kind of curious about, like, I'm just considering, like, what kind of items and internals to use. Obviously, the internals we know. What we're going to do is pretty much the same setup as we had with the other assault. Where'd he go? Alright, so, I like the mech. It's not so much of a huge change that I'm, like, ecstatic or thrilled about it, like I was with the incinerator, but it's definitely something that I like. Damn, almost got him. And I almost think that the HE grenade would have been a little bit better there than the one that I had. But you know, still, it's not a bad item to have put in. All right, let's see. There we go. He got me at the same time I got him. One of those. I usually get really amused when those happen. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Yeah. Today I know I'm a little bit subdued today compared to what I normally do. I'm usually a little bit more happy and hyper, and that's mostly because I'm just trying. I want to get something out to you guys today, and I'm afraid that if I don't do it, I'm not going to get it done. And that's just pretty big fear, that's all. That was actually really significant. I did not think that I was going to get any of them, and you get more sustained damage, and that sustain is actually pretty damned good. So I think it's something that I'm going to have to play around with and play. I mean, obviously, it's not going to be my only mech. I put a lot of time and effort into the G2. Or the standard assault. Whoops. Yeah, that's bad for me. There we go. But it does seem like it's able to take on pretty much anything else I can see here. And I like it. It's a good mech. I mean, I saw somebody saying that he did better in his CRT recruit, and I'm thinking that's probably because he's using the kinds of weapons in the recruit that he used with his... Nice. That was great timing on your part, boss, because otherwise you weren't gonna get that. that was actually really good timing on his part. I'm really amused by that. Kind of impressed. That was hysterical. I like this. Fat Plebe. Nice name, dude. I'm usually amused by names in here. Damn. Just a little bit too many of them. Really? Alright. Hold on. Alright, so this is the reason why I don't like recording during the day and why I have issues when I have to be up early in the morning to work for 3 days in a row. Usually I wind up working in the mornings on the weekend, and if I'm during the week, I'm able to record in the evenings after work at like midnight when nobody really cares about calling me. Sadly, during the day, it's usually my work that's trying to call me, although this time it was not. It's one of those things that I try to avoid recording during the day, and you guys really haven't been exposed to that up until the last 2 videos in a row, I think, and it's a little bit frustrating to me, I think. Not I think, I know. Wow, that was everybody and their mother, and there wasn't a way in hell I was going to get any of them. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating to me to have something like that happen just right there. Anyway, so we did go ahead and get that win. Yeah, you know what, we will take one more quick, like, deathmatch, team deathmatch, whichever it is. And we'll go with that. So, let's see. Obvious standard EXP we got. Progression, there is none because this mech is already progressed as far as he can go. That said, I am getting a lot of universal EXP. At some point, I'm almost thinking that maybe I should use that universal EXP to buy level ups for the healer mech, because that's something that the technician, I believe it's called. That's something that I don't think I will ever play as far as, like, I don't think I'll ever play it far enough to get it all the way up to max, but that said, I don't want, if I do play it, I want to play it well, so, I don't know. There have been actually some updates, in May for the technician. Apparently they've gotten a 3rd weapon, and some other, kind of basic stuff that I'm not going to play with anytime soon, so. That is definitely something that, we'll have to take a look at. Okay, so we get put into another situation where we've got 2 or 3 minutes to get as many kills as we can, so, let's throw caution to the wind and see what we can do here. See if we can't get out. There we go. Alright, so, this is definitely one of those. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I gotta be a little bit more aware of the turnaround ability. Don't have enough time to do my anti-overheat. I'm screwed. Right, so I dodge every single time until I start shooting. Okay, yeah, absolutely would have been crucial there, I think, to have one of those, the internals that allowed me to self-repair. I think that would make this thing kind of a beast to contend with. Where are you? Gotcha. Nice. Very nice. Very nice. He absolutely deserved that kill, and I think we did pretty damn good there before we died, so 100%, very nice, the whole thing all the way around. I think the more I play this thing, the more I'm gonna like it. Not quite, and we absolutely just flat out weren't gonna get that. We weren't going to get that win, but I do think that we did pretty damn good in here. Anyway, so yeah, that's my next goal is to get some of the internals and get some of that upgraded. Very nice fight. Very fun. Very short, unfortunately. And I do think that I'm going to, if I'm going to get this up today, I do think I'm going to have to end everything here, unfortunately. And I do apologize for how brief today's video has been, but, you know, maybe some people might appreciate that a little bit more. You know, we've already talked about timings and everything else before, as far as what I'm going to try to do, as far as how long I try to keep my videos and everything else. So you guys all know that. You guys are all aware of the fact that if I keep it short, there's a pretty good reason for me to have to do that. Anyway, I'm going to let you go. Hopefully this evening I'll be able to record a couple more and get some good decent fights in, and we'll be able to have something a little bit more regular and longer set up for tomorrow. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you later. Bye.